Welcome everyone to this edition of the off-season King of the Palace. I have with me Pete, can't pronounce your last name so it's all good, and then Brian Robinson.
Yep.
Brian, newcomer to the King of the Palace. You get to face last week's winner, Pete. Your thoughts on your competition today?
Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of Pete lately, so I know it should be a good match.
Pete, this guy's going to be gunning for you.
Yeah, same here. We've been partners actually a couple times in the last week after just meeting each other, and now it's our first time facing off. So let's see.
Nice. So this should be a pretty good match between you two?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to take one out the knees?
No.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Still chair to the back?
Yeah, no,
I would.
If he's going to leave my knees alone, I'll leave him alone. All right.
Alrighty.
Deal.
All right, well, we'll see you guys on the alleys. Let's get to it. Welcome everyone to the off-season King of the Palace, sponsored by Watch Me Suck at Bowling. Up first, newcomer to the King of the Palace, Brian Robinson. Brian throws the ball in the ocean.
7. The worst 7 you can possibly have, a narrow lead like that.
Yeah, but he's got some wood that might be able to help him out a little bit.
Or not.
Then again, maybe not.
Got a couple of helicopters.
Leaves the 1-9. Opens up.
And leaves a finger of God, or as I call it, the bowling god's middle finger.
I call it, in King of the Palace, I call it the finger of God. Looking at our state-of-the-art monitor.
Which is a drawing of the pins on the plate.
Oh! Wow. Throws the ball in the ocean and gets a reward for it.
Yes, he's used to the actual TV show with good equipment and with monitors and everything. We don't have that, so I drew a fake picture of a monitor with really sloppy and varied size pins.
Up now on Alley 3, Pete Richatelli. I hope I pronounced it right.
Well, the only upgrade you're getting on this show is 60 frames a second.
Leaves the high-low jack.
With a 2.
Oh, a little thin. Leaves the 2-7-10 with a piece of wood up against the 2.
Just a wee bit thin.
Missed it by that much.
And leaves the goalpost for the 8.
Pete Richatelli on Alley 4. Oh, nice 8-pin drop. Pete last week defeated Joey Lister.
Ouch. Oh, got it anyway. Yeah, where I'm sitting, when anyone's on lane 4, I can't see anything. So.
Yeah, you and me both, and looking at the monitor doesn't help either.
Yeah, the monitor's kind of stuck on the same frame. It's amazing what pen and paper can only accomplish.
Brian working on the strike.
Ooh.
Oh.
As I call that on my channel, the David Letterman.
Well, at least
he's looking at me weird.
At least you have a second ball to fill it. Oh.
Oh, you know that. That's because all the other punch-outs already have a name.
The David Letterman.
All the other punch-outs have a name, so... And the 4 and the 6 don't. And goalposts.
So is one David Letterman, the other one...
David Letterman left and right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if there weren't a name for the middle, then...
What about like a Conan O'Brien? These are a version of the aces and eights. Ouch. And the aces and eights still stand.
7. And in case you're wondering, this is the monitor he's looking at right there.
State of the art. Filmed in
State-of-the-art monitor.
filmed in 1D green flat screen.
Very flat.
Paper thin flat.
So you're still looking for
yeah.
a monitor, so I made that for him. Like I said, the only upgrade you get in this show is you're getting it at 60 frames a second.
Oh, leaves the finger of God.
At least the bowling god's not waving it.
Mix it up for a 10.
There you go.
Right now, you want me to add
At the very end.
at the end?
Yeah.
Right now we are tied at 33-33 after 3. Oh, nice bid. So, after 4, we have Brian Robinson at 40 and Pete Rishatelli at 42.
Almost looks like a score I would get, but when I'm on a better run than normal.
Oh! Brian leaving the 3 on the right, the 3-6-10. Oh, little full.
And about. Ooh.
That was in the gutter.
That hurts.
Well, hey, it happens.
Hey, he got 8 of them at least. It was the third ball, so it didn't matter.
Oh,
Much.
there's the MK to the left.
And for those of you who watch my channel wondering what that means, I'm not telling you.
The fries are done.
Yeah, I heard that. Why? YouTube community guideline standards.
Ooh! Just a bit outside.
Still closer than most of the balls I would throw.
Up now on alley 3, Pete Rishatelli. I'll get it right sooner or later. Oh, dropping a hammer. Clean up on alley 3. That was a great ball.
Some people on my channel are finally getting to see what good bowling looks like.
Is he gonna double it up? Oh, just short. Oh, he's got another ball to work on it.
El Stinko showed its ugly head,
Yep.
but
Well, we can't really be El Stinko because we're back here and he's out there.
well, now we can say it's El Stinko. It's a 5 fill.
And finishes up with a 9 box.
Leaves a kingpin, which is a good recovery from that little mess.
So with the handicap, Pete is actually up 5 pins. Oh, Brian drops a bomb. Got another pitch on it. And he's got a 6 fill.
72. And
a
curse of the fill, as I call it.
79.
El
Up now
Stinko
on,
reared its head again.
up now on alley 3. Pete Risciatelli. Oh! I thought he was going to carry it over. It's a great pitch. This is going to be a tough pickup. The monitor says I'd play the wood to the left and try to slap it around. But, of course, the monitor lies.
And the monitor also shows the pins are way too close to the deadwood line too. So, like I said in the last show, the 7 pins extra fat to help boost the score.
Yeah, exactly. Oh!
7. And
Wow,
that's
look at that. There it goes.
Only when I bowl here, that would not happen.
All right, he's going to have to turn around and hit that deadwood right on the red line to try to sweep it over. Oh,
Or hit
cap
the wood
it.
and make it go away.
That's what happens when you cap a piece of wood. Slides right by everything. And
Leaves the
that'd be in
kingpin.
box. 82. So, after 8, Pete is at 82, and Brian is at 84 with his 5-pin handicap.
And he leaves the snow. Well, it was a snow plow. Then the 9 goes away.
Leaves the 1-8.
He leaves a damaged snow plow.
Huh.
Must have hit a big rock or something.
In Fitchburg.
Or North Street in Leominster.
Or one of the rotaries in Fitchburg. The tiny rotaries.
Oh yeah, those tiny rotaries, or as most people call them, roundabouts, are a pain in the butt.
I don't know what the fascination with all those rotaries are.
It's like that meme that I saw on Facebook of Oprah Winfrey going, and you live in Fitchburg, and you get a rotary, and you get a rotary, and you get a rotary.
Oh!
Yeah, so leaves a new palace left, and that's what we call roundabouts here in New England, rotaries, or at least Massachusetts.
Why do you call that the new palace left?
Because remember the strike that I was screwed on the very first time I bowled here?
Yeah.
It was the 10 pin, and it was rocking really.
Oh!
It nearly tipped over several times, but never went.
Ah, I gotcha.
So, and I've had various other robberies from the back row, so anything in the back row I call new pals.
Brian with a 5-pin handicap finishes off his match number 1 with a 103. And Pete leaves one of the Mungos.
So on my channel, a new palace is everything but 1 pin in the back row.
Oh, you heard him. Oh, God.
And niner.
As of right now, Brian has an 8-pin lead minus the handicap. Oh, just missed it. Nice pickup. Pete
Alrighty.
working on the fill to finish match number 1 off.
And hopefully El Stinko doesn't rear its ugly head.
Let's hope not. And finishes off with a 5 box, so it's 106. So right now, after match number 1, Pete Ricchetti has a 106, and Brian Robinson has a 103. So Pete has a 3-pin lead going into match number 2.
I got patent rights on that. Anyone says it, it's 100,000.
Starting game number 2. 4-3. 2 of the horsemen remaining. Pestilence and death. No, famine and death. Leaving death, or as I call it as well, the bowling god's middle finger. And a 10.
All right, Georgie, what do we got?
And Dave is back after
A brief break.
helping some customers.
Fans of the show, by the way.
Yeah. That's why you might have heard some other bowling that doesn't seem to jive with what you're looking at.
You know, you always have to let the fans bowl.
True.
You know, especially when they come in and they say, "Hey, Dave, I'm a big fan of the show. We haven't missed an episode. What do you got to do?"
Well, if this were the real thing, it would probably go upstairs, I would guess. I think you've done that before.
I have.
Yeah. I know he has, because you could hear bowling in the video when nothing was going on.
Yeah, but this was just such a small crowd
Yeah.
that it was all right. Oh, beautiful pickup. Actually,
New Palace, right.
Well, we're outside, like on trails. She's answering me for now.
So that ball did not stick at all. And here's mark number
nice.
2. Little known fact, very obscure bowling term, 3 spares in a row in any kind of bowling is referred to as a chicken. Although in candlepin, 3 marks of any kind is a turkey. In a row.
Oh, look at this. Come on.
New Palace right.
Quiet down in the gallery. Wow.
And
Whoa! The bowling god was not nice to Pete.
denied. Oh, I hate when that happens. And he does not get a microwave turkey dinner.
Thought it was
And-
a frozen microwave turkey dinner.
Yes. People were wondering on the regular King of the Palace, what does that mean? Well, you know a turkey dinner is good, but you know the microwave turkey dinners you buy in the store, they're kind of, mediocre.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Oh, nice pickup. All right, up on alley 3, Brian Robinson working on a spare. Right down the middle of the plate and 7 fill.
With a 6-pin that just does not want to go down.
Oh, beautiful pickup.
In candlepins, turkey, 3 marks of any kind in a row. In regular bowling or any other bowling, even here, it's also known as a chicken. And he's got 3. El Stinko reared its ugly head on that one.
49.
Oh, ouch.
Ouch is right.
Almost a lily.
I'm good. My goodness.
The 4-pin just wanted to stick around. And leaves the Woolworth behind. That reminds me of a story. It's a short-lived one. Short and sweet, should I say, or not so much. Is used to buy candy at Woolworths as a kid, and I dumped out these box of chocolates that I got from there, and there were worms in it.
Oh,
So
really?
then I yelled, "Ew, worms!" And my mother thought I was being funny about it.
Oh, just missed it.
She thought I was being funny about it, but my sister then said she was grossed out, and then my mother saw it, and then she brought the remaining box, worms and all, back to Woolworths. Got the money back, never bought food from there again.
Really?
That's when we used to have one in what used to be Searstown Mall.
Yep. Oh, look at this.
Or as I still like to call it, Searstown Mall at Whitney Field.
Very true.
Which someday may not have a Sears.
Or a mall. Oh, he thought he was gonna miss it.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the Toys R Us that's going to be vacant.
Yeah, that's our childhood right there going away.
Well, my childhood store was the one in Auburn when we would drag to the mall there. That's when we used to have a Child World in Fitchburg.
Oh, I remember that. And then Capitol.
Yeah. Capitol used to be a 10-pin bowling alley.
Oh, nice pickup.
One thing I used to find fun was, and it was very short-lived, was driving the carriage and going down the slopes. Because the building, as I said, used to be a 10-pin bowling alley. I never knew that till my parents told me about it.
Really?
It would explain why that area, why the cashier's area was raised and everything else was lowered.
All over it, 9 balls.
69, 67, 66. Right now, Brian has a 20. 6. 66. 2. Is he gonna steal it?
Should.
Yes. Nice 10 bucks.
Not active.
Right down the middle of the plate. It's a pretty tight matchup right now.
for those of you that watch me suck at bowling, the final results of these games are determined here and are not determined by the video editor like Watch Me Suck at Bowling. Similar to the impromptus, what happens is considered final.
6. 86. 92. Oh, a little full on that one.
And went for the horizontal one and not the vertical.
Right now, Brian has 18-point lead. Oh. Well, you know what? It started out to be ugly and turned out to be not half bad.
Well, with the wood, it's not too bad. If there were no wood, that would kind of...
Yeah. Brian's analyzing it and seeing what he's got to do. Oh!
That's what I would have done, and that's probably why it wouldn't have worked.
And a 10. After 8, Brian Robinson at 115. Pete, a 92 at a ball.
And 6.
6 on the fill. 92, 98. Pete's going to have to throw a mark right here and give himself some room. Nice ball.
There you go.
Ask and you shall receive. Oh! Wow, this is going to be a tough shot right here.
Yeah.
106.
The 9-pin wanted to join the high-low jack.
108. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
and the middle finger stays.
123. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we have a 2-string total for Pete Riccicelli at 231, and Brian leaves the finger of God.
Just like Pete, Bowling God had the final say.
Yep. Oh. 31. It's all pretty much academical here. Brian will defeated Pete Riccicelli. And Brian will move on next week to face no stranger to the King of the Palace and Dean Sullivan. Number 128.
Yeah, he rarely ever makes an appearance, and when he does,
What's 128 plus 5? Plus 5. 4. 31, 234.
so as you guys are seeing the score on the screen right now, and he's tabulating stuff, I'm just going to say
No, 230.
he'll see you at the interview.
134. Right. We are back with this week's winner, And Brian Robinson, congratulations on beating Pete Rischitelli.
Thanks, Dave.
You did some great bowling, man. And it was pretty close for a while, but after a while, you just kind of started throwing a couple of marks and pulled ahead. You never looked back.
Yeah, I mean, all you got to do is heat up a little bit and put the pressure on and go from there.
Great bowling. I can't tell you who's waiting in the wings.
We all know.
Mr. Dean Sullivan, who is no stranger to the King of the Palace. Nope. Former 80% champion, current mixed doubles tag team champion.
Life champion.
You know, former tag team champion. The only title he has not held is the scratch.
Well, in due time, I'm sure it'll come to him.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, I wish you great luck next week, and we'll see you then.
Thank you.
To the ladder, we can see that Brian Robinson has laid waste to Pete Rischitelli. Good try, but not good enough. Brian will be facing someone who's no stranger to King of the Palace, practically lives in the building, Dean Sullivan. He has a slightly higher 5-game roll-off than Brian, but will it be enough to keep him away? Only time will tell, and Dan is just sitting back waiting to see who he will be fighting against. King of the Palace Summer Edition is brought to you by Georgia 551's World of Crap and Kingpin Productions. Scores displayed in the video come from official scorecards.